Hare Krishna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A very, very, very warm welcome to this Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is 18 chapters, 18 hours, 18 sessions in 18 days, 19th chapter, 9th chapter, 9th session. Please accept the blessings of Sri Radha Giridhariji and mercy of Srila Prabhupada. It's said that when the people of this world elect us, when the people of this world elect us in parliament, we get a place. When Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, select us in spiritual discourses, we get a place. That's why those who love Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they cannot say no to spiritual discourses. Those who love Srila Prabhupada, they cannot say no to spiritual discourses. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita means beautiful song of God. Srimad means beautiful, Bhagavad means God, Gita means song. This is a beautiful song of God. I would say this is a beautiful song of love from the heart of God. Lord, He loves us and He wants us to be happy. And He's expressing from the depth of His heart that why are we suffering, staying away from Him? He wants us to be with Him and be happy as He is. And He wants to make us more happy. Bhagavad Gita is an overflow of love, compassion, mercy from the heart of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is entitled Raj Vidya Raja Guhyam. The ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is very amazing, out of the world, and very, very wonderful and beautiful. In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we saw Arjuna is disturbed because he does not understand the plan of the Lord. We see that Dhritarashtra is disturbed because he does not understand the plan of the Lord. We see Duryodhana is disturbed because he doesn't understand the plan of the Lord. In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, I am Pandava. Krishna says, wait a minute. I will tell you who you are. You are not Pandava. You are soul in the second chapter. And in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, Kaurava is my enemy. Krishna says, wait. And in the third chapter, Krishna says that lust, anger is our real enemy. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajaguna samudbhava, mahashano mahapapma, vidhinam vairinam. And in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says that the Pandava is our ally, but Krishna says, wait a minute. The fourth and the fifth chapter, I will tell you who is our real friend. And in the fourth chapter, Krishna says, Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So Krishna says the spiritual master is our real friend. And in the fifth chapter, again he says, Bhuktaram yagatapasam sarvaloka maheswaram suhirda sarvabhutanam niyatamam shantim richati. So Krishna is our suhirda, our ever well-wisher. So in the sixth chapter, when we understand we are soul and lust, anger is our enemy, and spiritual master is our real friend. The sixth chapter, Krishna says we should understand the plan of the Lord and we should focus totally one pointed, laser sharp, focused on the plan of the Lord, that is Dhyana Yoga. The seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita is art of living, and the eighth chapter we saw yesterday was art of dying. The ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita is art of loving. When a small boy, he sees his father coming from office or work or business. So he takes a small piece of Cadbury from the fridge, chocolate from the fridge, and gives to the father. So this small act of the boy really melts the heart of the father. The fridge, the house belongs to the father, fridge belongs to the father, Cadbury also father is. But the small act of giving that piece of Cadbury back to father, even though he doesn't want to eat, he will give the Cadbury back to the boy. That love actually attracts. That action is actually love, and that actually loves. That actually attracts the father's affection. Similarly, when we see that earth, water, fire, air, either everything we see comes from Krishna, and we give little thing back to Krishna, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, then the Lord is pleased. This chapter, this ninth chapter, is very amazing, out of the world, and it's very interesting and simply wonderful. For better understanding and easy assimilation of the subject matter, we will take the session in the following in phase one. We will see that Krishna glorifies the divine knowledge, that is Bhagavad, the divine knowledge, and to whom he reveals this wonderful knowledge. In phase two, Krishna will sell. Actually, people will appreciate this knowledge only when they see something wonderful. That is the opulence, Aishwarya. In phase three, we see the different types of worshippers of the Lord. And phase four, we see the glory of bhakti. This chapter is very amazing and very interesting, out of the world. So let us right away dive into the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna says, Vasamani says, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, because Sri means beautiful, Bhagwan means the most important person, Vacha means says. So Vyasamani, whenever he says Sri Bhagwan Vacha, he means to say that the most important and beautiful person is speaking. That means he's speaking something which is very important and beautiful for us. That means we should pay utmost attention, one pointed focus, concentration, so that we hear every sentence, every word, every letter, because it's going to make our life beautiful and important, because it is being spoken by the most important, beautiful persons. Manavacham idam tu te guyatamam pravakshyami anasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे असुमा. My dear Arjuna, I shall impart to you the most confidential knowledge. Why? Pravakshami anusuyave. Because you are non-envious. You don't envy me. Envy means to not be pleased to see someone doing better than us. भला उसका कमीज मेरे कमीज से सफेद कैसे? How come his shirt is whiter than mine? Something happens. So Krishna reveals that to understand Bhagavad Gita, the important quality is to be non-envious. The more and more we are non-envious, the more and more we understand Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not a subject matter of a material scholarship or qualification. Bhagavad Gita is the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says in fourth chapter that I am revealing this knowledge to you because Bhakto Asime Sakacheti, because you are my devotee and you are my friend. Krishna never said you will understand Bhagavad Gita if you have good knowledge of Sanskrit. You will understand Bhagavad Gita if you are very rich. You will understand Bhagavad Gita if you are very, if you uh, pass all the material examinations. No, Krishna says You will understand Bhagavad Gita if you are non-envious, if you are my devotee. Bhakto asime saka cheti. Here he says anusuyave. The more we are non-envious, we will understand Bhagavad Gita. Once, once some Srila Prabhupada was in India and his disciples were with Prabhupada. Some Indian gentlemen came to Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada, they they came and told Srila Prabhupada, your disciples, they are chanting the text, the mantras of Bhagavad Gita, but the pronunciation is not correct. Srila Prabhupada said, yes, my disciples, devotees' pronunciation is not correct, but their renunciation is correct. That means they were non-envious, that's why they were surrendering to Krishna. So the more we are non-envious, easier for us to understand the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Jnana Vijnana Sahitam. Jnana means knowledge, that and Vijnana means practical, realized knowledge. Like in colleges, we have theory and practicals. So knowledge means, for example, we see rasgulla. Rasgulla is white in color. It's like a small, small sphere. It is 5 grams in weight. It is made of milk, sugar, and water, etc., etc. This is knowledge. But when we pop rasgulla in the mouth and we say, "Wow, this rasgulla is out of the world, amazing! It's really simply wonderful," and we never forget that experience. So that is knowledge and realized knowledge. Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam. And this knowledge is king of all all teachings. Raja Vidya Rajaguyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. Raja Vidya. This is king of all the education. Vidya Vidya means knowledge of activity. Activity. All activities we do actually in our life, whatever action we do is whether walking, talking, going to school, working, doing business, or just making friends, going for movies. All the activities we do because we want happiness. Of all the activities, the activities of bhakti gives us maximum happiness because it gives us the maximum happiness. This is called as the king of all action. And the knowledge about bhakti is called the king of called king of all vidya. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, and is the greatest secret. Even though in Bhagavad Gita everything is said, but still this Bhagavad Gita is an open secret. Even though Bhagavad Gita is there with everybody, but still, only those who are non-envious, they can understand Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge is there, but I understand when I was in college, we were reading Bhagavad Gita as taught by, you know, as taught by uh, a, a scholar Vinoba Bhave. But it was not making sense. But when I became devotee, surrendered, gradually I could understand Bhagavad Gita. In Krishna says that he loves us and he wants us to love him, serve him, so that we become happier. So Rajavidya, Rajagoyam, Pavitram, it is very pure, pure. And the more we understand Bhagavad Gita, the purer we are. And it's the topmost of all knowledge. There is no knowledge greater than the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. This has to be practically this process of surrendering to Krishna Bhakti is to be practically understood. Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. It's full of happiness all the way. When Srila Prabhupada started this process of Krishna consciousness in New York, the hippies joined. and they were chanting, dancing, and feasting all the way. From chanting, dancing, and feasting, they 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 continued doing this chanting, dancing, and feasting, made more hippies into happies, and the process of happiness started spreading, and it was spreading and spreading. And those who joined in 1965, even 66, 68, even today, they are chanting, dancing, and feasting, and they are in bliss. Believe it or not, 26 years ago, I joined as full time, and I am experiencing more and more happiness. Never ever I regretted that I took this process. Susukam kartam avyayam. The the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is everlasting. It never deteriorates. The syllabus is not changing. It was the same. So Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago, and the teaching of Bhagavad Gita is as it is. It was spoken 5,000 years ago, whereas we see the syllabus in our university, school, every 3 years it changes. But Bhagavad Gita is abhyayam, it never deteriorates, it is the same. Abhyayam means Vyai means deteriorate, and Avyay means that which is not deteriorating. Oh Krishna, you have glorified this knowledge of Bhakti, Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam. It is wonderful, joyful to perform. Then why aren't people accepting it? Everybody should accept this. Yes, Arjuna, but not everybody. Those who have faith, they will accept it, and those who have no faith, they will not accept it. Shraddadana Purusha Dharmasasya Param Tapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. Those who are faithless people, those who are those who are not faithful in devotional service cannot attain me. O Paramtapa, conqueror of enemies. Therefore, such faithless people, I put them into the path of birth and death in this material world. How can the faithless people become faithful? Krishna, they can be faithful when they see something wonderful, something uh, awful, something beautiful. When they see my opulence, like we say in Hindi, chamatkar ko namaskar hota hai. That means when they see something wonderful happening, when they see some opulence, they pay obeisances. So, so, so Krishna says, yes, I also try to show my opulences. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyaktam murtina matstani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu avastita. By me, uh, by Krishna, who is in Golok Vrindavan, the beautiful, small, bluish boy with curly hair and peacock feather and flute, who is bent in three parts. That beautiful bluish Krishna, the light coming from him, is the unmanifested form. It pervades the whole creation. Every living entity, everything is in that bluish light of coming from out of Krishna's body. Everything is inside me, but I am not in them. This Vali Krishna can say. Can anybody say that everything, the 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 bluish light is spreading like a bulb is in one uh, corner of the room, and when it shines, the effulgence of the bulb, it spreads all over the room. Similarly, the light of coming out of Krishna is spreading all over the creation. all the universes, spiritual and material, are under the light of Krishna. So this only Krishna can say. First, if anybody is saying, I am God, we should say, show us the light which is coming out of your body. And even if light is coming, can this light go all over the creation? And can this light, you know, spread all over the universe so that everything is under them? If yes, then we will keep that person in altar and will worship. If no, then we will put him in jail. Because only Krishna can do this. Nacha matstani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwarya bhuta brinna cha bhutasto mamatma bhuta bhavana. Yet everything created does not rest on me. In this way, first everything is under the bluish light of Krishna. And Krishna is saying that as Krishna is only in Golok Vrindavan, so everything is under the bluish light which is coming out of Krishna. And Krishna is saying he is not, yet everything that created does not rest on me. Krishna as himself is playing in Golok Vrindavan, so nothing is inside Krishna. So this, in a way, Krishna is saying everything is in me and nothing is in me. So this is the beauty of Krishna. Samanya, we see two contradictory qualities. Like Krishna is outside and inside also. Krishna is walking and is sitting also. Krishna is here and Krishna is everywhere. These kind of contradictory qualities find its place well in Krishna. Samanyam viprita tashmina svabhava. We can be inside, but we cannot be outside. If we are outside, we are not inside. If we are walking, we are not sitting. But Krishna is outside, inside. Is everything is inside Krishna, and Krishna is nothing is inside Krishna. So how can we understand this? The bluish effulgent light which is coming out of Krishna body, that inside that everything is there. And Krishna as Krishna in Golok Vrindavan is very separated and nothing is in him. Behold my mystic opulences, although I am the maintainer of every living entity, although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation because I in the Golok Vrindavan is away from the cosmic manifestation. Krishna is the maintainer. Krishna is the maintainer of every living entity. Right from an ant till elephant, Krishna gives an ant a small grain to eat, and for elephant 300 kgs, 300 kgs, 300, 900 kgs. So that is the beauty of Krishna. That is the opulence of Krishna. यथाकाशस्थितो नित्यं वायु सर्वत्र गोमहान् ततो सर्वाणि भूतानि मत्स्थानि इति उपधार्यते. Krishna gives an example. Understand that the wind is blowing everywhere, but it always rests in sky. So, so the Krishna is saying, although uh, he is in Golok Vrindavan, the light coming from Golok Vrindavan inside which everything exists and Krishna is outside. This is an example which is given by Krishna. And now Krishna says, so all living beings are in you, Krishna. I understand that now. But what happens to them when the annihilation takes place, pralay takes place, when the Brahma's 100 years happen, then what happens? Mahavishnu, he starts breathing in. When Mahavishnu breathes in, the Mahapralay takes place. The whole creation of the universe, the whole universe slowly goes back into the nostril of Mahavishnu. Sarvabhutani Kauntaya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpashaya Punastani Kalpa Adu Vrish Shri Jami Ham. So in this way, at the end of the millennium, the when 100 years of Brahma is over, the whole universe again goes back to the nostril of Mahavishnu, to the skin spore of Mahavishnu. And again, when Mahavishnu breathes out, the creation comes out, and this happens again and again, again and again. This happens for those who have no faith, Ashraddhana, those who have no faith in Krishna. Uh, they take birth, they are in the universe, and the universe for 100 years of Brahma and again goes back to the body of Mahavishnu, and again comes out of the body of Mahavishnu. It goes on and on and on. Prakristim stam avasthabhya vishrijami puna puna bhutagramam imam krishnam avasam prakrite vasat. Those who are faithless, they take birth again and again, and the creation happens, the pralay happens, Srishti happens, pralay happens, annihilation happens again and again. And in this way, they go into the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease, birth, death, old age. Oh Krishna, you are creating universes and you are again destroying universes, and you are maintaining universes. You are doing so many activities. And when anybody is performing activities, they get bonded. But you are doing so many activities and you are not bound like any other living entity. How is that, Krishna? Yes, I work, but I don't get bonded because work is not the cause of bondage. It is the attachment to the result, asakti, which is the cause of bondage. Nacha mam tani karmani nibadanti dhananjaya udasina asina asakta teshu karmashu. It is the attachment to the fruits of the work which is which is uh, which is a cause of bondage. Work cannot bind me because I am detached from the material activities. I work not for my personal benefit. I am not doing all this because I will get some salary. I am not doing this so that I can get vote. I am not doing all these activities because I can become a prime minister or president. I don't want anything. I want good for all. So Krishna is doing activities not for his personal gain, but for others' benefit. That's why he is not bound. So he is neutral. That's why Krishna is not bound by his activity. Maya adakshena prakriti suyate sa characharam etunanena kauntaya jagadviparivartate. Krishna is neutral, and Krishna creates, maintains, and annihilates, but everything is done by his energy. The material nature, which is one of Krishna's energy, is working under Krishna's direction. O son of Kunti, producing everything which is moving and non-moving is produced by Krishna, and Krishna just by his glance, the whole creation starts working. Krishna does so much activities. He is creating, maintaining, and annihilating, and he is trying to help us. Even after doing so much, still people do not appreciate Krishna's work. They deride Krishna. So Arjuna is asking, Krishna, you create, provide the unlimited planets. and your form is full of knowledge and bliss, Sachidananda Vigraha. You are the source of Mahavishnu. From Krishna comes Balram, from Balram comes the first quadruple expansion, Anirudh, Pradyumna, Sankarshan, Vasudev, then second quadruple expansion comes. Expansion, Anirudh, Pradyumna, Sankarshan, Vasudev, and from that comes Mahavishnu. Yet some people say that Krishna is avatar of Mahavishnu, and some people say that they they don't they don't respect you, they despise you. Why, Krishna? Then Krishna says to Arjuna, yes, because they are foolish. To them, I don't give the knowledge who I am. Avajananti mamuda manushum tanum ashrita parambhava jananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. So the fools deride me when I decide in the human form. They think that, oh, Krishna is an ordinary boy, was born in Vrindavan, he's a son of Nanda Maharaj, and he's a coward boy. And he ran from Vrindavan and he became the prince of Dwarika. He is just an ordinary boy with little talkative skills. The fools deride me when I decide in this uniform, and they do not know my transcendental nature, that I am the supreme. Oh Krishna, what is the destination of such people who think that you are an ordinary human being and therefore they disrespect you and despise you? Arjuna, for them, whatever they think, whatever they wish, whatever they do, whatever knowledge they have is useless. Moga asha, moga karma, no. Moga jnana vicheta sarakshashim asarim chaiva prakritim mohinim ashrita. Those who are those who those who are by bewildered by the illusionary energy are attracted to the demonic and atheistic views. Their hopes for liberation, their work for future benefits, and their hard work to attain knowledge, everything is defeated. Moga asha, moga karma, moga jnana, etasa, rakshashim, asurim cheva. Whatever they wish, whatever they do, whatever they learn, everything is just a simply waste. Moga, moga, moga. It's useless. They may earn crores and crores, but after after years, after few years, after some time, they will either the money will go or they will go. Like Ravana had kingdoms, but a time came, Ravana gone all the kingdom. We see many rich people, and a time comes that they become either the money is with them and they leave the money, or money is there and they have to leave the money. So Moga Asha, nothing remains with them. So whatever they do, whatever they think, whatever they feel, everything is simply waste of time. Moga Asha, Moga Jnana. Oh Krishna, who will understand you? Who will respect you? Who will love you? Then Krishna says a wonderful thing. Only Mahatmas. This is the third time Krishna says Mahatma. In the seventh chapter, Krishna says Mahatma. In the eighth chapter, Krishna says Mahatma. In the ninth chapter, Krishna says Mahatma. So, so the word Mahatma comes the third time. And in the seventh chapter, Krishna says the birth of Mahatma. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadante Vasudeva sarvamiti sa Mahatma sudurlabha. So after many, many lifetimes, a Mahatma is born. In the eighth chapter, Krishna says how the Mahatma lives. Mamubetya punarjanma dukhalem ashwatam Mahatma napnuvanti Mahatma nam. So that the death of Mahatma is mentioned in eighth chapter. The birth of Mahatma is mentioned in seventh chapter. The Then the death and birth is mentioned, but what do the Mahatma do is mentioned in the ninth chapter. Mahatmanam stumam partha devim prakritim ashrita bhajanti ananya manaso gnatva bhutadim avyayam. The Mahatma is the Mahatma. They are totally engrossed in devotional service of the Lord. They love me. They love Krishna, and they understand Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and from him everything comes and is inexhaustible, and they love him, and that love is expressed by their activities. What do the Mahatmas do? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridhavrita namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. They always sing my glories, and they love me so much that 24 hours they want to glorify me, and they want to spread my glories, and wherever they see me, wherever they see me, they pay obeisance unto me without thinking whether there is mud or no mud. They feel they offer full dandavat pranam satatam kirtayantamam yatantas chadadavantam namasyantas chimam bhaktya, and such great soul are perpetually worshipping me with devotion. These are Mahatmas. They love me and I love them. How much they love, I don't know. I know that they cannot live without me, like a fish cannot live outside water. They cannot live without thinking about me. That is their love for me. I know everything, but Arjuna, I don't know what is the limit of their love for me. So that is the Mahatmas. Apart from the Mahatmas, there are others. Jnana yajne chapi anya यजन्त माम उपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विशतो मुखम. Not everybody, Arjuna, loves me. There are others who just want to cultivate knowledge, and they worship Supreme God as one without a second, as Ekatvena and Prithakvena, as many, and universal form. So some understand Krishna is one. Some say that God is many, and some say that God is the whole universe. But my devotees who love me, they know that everything comes from me, and everything should be used in Krishna's service. Aham kartur aham yajna swadam aham aushadam mantro aham yag evajam aham agnir aham hutam. It is I who is the rituals, I the sacrifice, the offerings to the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant. I am the butter, the fire, and the offering. So my devotees, they know that everything comes from Krishna and everything should be used in Krishna's service. Like Srila Prabhupada says, the devotee of the Lord, whatever they see, they know that it is coming from Krishna and use in Krishna's service. If it is a laptop, they use in Krishna's service. And for giving presentation, if it is a mic, they use this mic to glorify Krishna. And uh, if they see uh, if they see a vehicle, they use the vehicle in Krishna's service. So they know everything comes from Krishna and everything should be used in the service of Krishna. Yukta Vairagya. Pitaham Asya Jagato Mata Data Pitamaha Vedyam Pavitram Omkara Rikshama Yajur Evacha. And they know that I am the father of this universe, the mother of the universe, the support and the grandeur. I am the object of the knowledge. I am the purifier. I am the syllable Om. I am Rig, Sam, and Yajur Vedas. So Krishna, as the father, provides everything us. As mother, he takes care of us and supports us. And Krishna is the great grandfather. We know we come from father and father comes from grandfather, but Krishna is our real father and grandfather also. And Krishna is the object of knowledge. In the 15th chapter, Krishna, Vedecha Sarvaram Eva Vedo Vedanta Krit Vedavid Evachaham. I am the purifier and the syllable. I am the goal. I am the maintainer. I am the master. I am the witness of everything. These my devotees know. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Shakshi Nivasa Saranam Suhed Prabhava Pralayasthana Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. I am the goal, the devotees know. I am sustainer. The devotees know that Krishna is maintaining us. And the devotees, they know, my devotees, they know I am the master and he is the witness of everything. Whether we are eating, walking, talking, sleeping, whatever we are doing, Krishna is witness. I am the goal, I am the sustainer, I am the master, I am the abode, I am the refuge and the most dear friend. I am the creation, annihilation, and the basis of everything, and resting place and eternal seed. My devotees, the Mahatmas, they know that that Krishna is the ultimate abode, the refuge, and the dearmost friend. So, in this way, the Mahatmas they know that that he is the goal of every activities. Tapami aham varsham nigriha nami utsrijami cha amritam chaiva mrityam cha sada satcham Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, my devotees, the Mahatmas, they know the heat is coming from Krishna and they know the rain is coming from Krishna. The Krishna and they know that Krishna is immortal and so much so that he is also death personified. If death is also coming, it is coming from Krishna. And for devotees, for devotees, death is something like nectar. For non-devotees, death is like a horror show. Krishna, my devotees know that from me, that is from Krishna, the spirit comes and the matter comes. Bhumi apa analavayu kham anbuddhireva cha ahankariti binna prakriti. Apara ahamitasthanya prakritim vidhi me para jiva bhuta mahabhava. Spirit and matter, everything comes from me, and my devotees know how to use everything in Krishna's service. Trivida Sama Sopa Bhuta Papa Yajnir Ishtva Swargatim Rar Artayanti Te Punyam Asadaya Surendra Lokam Ashnanti Divyam Divi Deva Bhogan. But there are others who don't come to Krishna, but they go to the demigods and they study the Vedas. And after worshipping the demigods, they go to the heavenly planets and they drink some juice in heavenly planet. They are the worshippers of the demigods. They worship me, but their worship is indirect. Because they did some pious activity in this birth, they get the permission to stay in the heaven for some time. As long as their pious credit is there, they will be in the heaven along with the Apsaras. The planet of Indra, they will be singing, hearing, dancing with Apsaras. But when the pious activities is over, like When we go from here to America, the visa expires. We again have to come back to our country. Similarly, though the demigod worshippers, when the pious credit gets over, they have to come back to earth. Tetam bhuktva sargalokam vishalam shanye punya mrityalokam vishanti evam trai dharmam anuprapapana gata agatam kama kama labante. After enjoying, having good time in heaven with the heavenly damsels, the apsaras, singing, dancing, drinking soma juice. The pious credit gets exhausted. When the pious credit gets exhausted, they return back to the earthly planet. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas, they achieve only birth and death. But my devotees, the devotees of the Lord, they chant, dance, and take the name of the Lord. And as they are living, they are blissful. And when they leave the body, they go back home, back to Godhead. Where the demigod worshippers, they work hard and they go to the heaven for limited time. And again, they are back to the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. But my devotees, they just think about me and attain my spiritual abode and relish unlimited, ever increasing happiness. Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Parupasate Tesham Nityayuktabhyak Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshema Bahami Aham. But those who worship me exclusively with devotion, meditating on my wonderful bluish threefold form, seeing my curly hair with peacock feather. For them, I give what they lack and preserve what they have. Ananya Chintayantamam Ye Jana Parikasatesham Nityagiptanam Yogakshema Vahami Aham. Ananya Chintayantamam, my devotees, they na anya, they don't think of anything other than me. They are so much in love with me. They think about my beautiful form. They think about my beautiful pastime. They think about my beautiful name. They think about my beautiful qualities. Na anya, they don't think anything other than that. Ye jana paripasate, they are totally engrossed in my loving service. Nitya, always, they are connected to me. For them, whatever they lack, I give, and whatever they don't have, I provide. Yoga, Shema, Bahamiham. Whatever they have, I, I protect, I guard, and whatever they don't have, I provide. So this term Yoga, Kshema, Bahami Aham is very important. Arjuna says, Bahami Aham. Krishna says, Aham. I personally carry that. I personally carry, like a waiter personally carries. Arjuna is asking, what kind of devotees they are? They are making you carry what they don't have. Krishna says, no, my devotees, they love me so much, they don't ask anything from me. But out of love, I carry whatever they lack. Like a mother loves the baby, and out of love, the baby is heavy, but still the mother carries it's like a lover carries the beloved in his arms. Similarly, carry the needs of my devotees. I carry millions and millions of universes, and carrying the needs of my devotees is nothing for me. So, in this way, Krishna is telling that Krishna is telling that my devotees, just by loving me, they get unlimited, ever increasing happiness. Whereas those who worship the demigods, they work hard, but even if they get heavenly planet, again they have to come back. Whereas Krishna devotee, they are happy in this material world, and after death they go to the spiritual world and eternally be happy. They don't come back. Whereas the demigod worshippers, they go to the heavenly planets and again have to come back. Arjuna is asking Krishna that demigod worshippers are working hard, but they go to the heaven for some time and again come back. Whereas the devotees, they have good time in earth, and when they go to the spiritual world, they don't come back. In a way, it is seems that Krishna is partial to the devotees. The devotees are working less and they are getting unlimited benefits, whereas demigod worshippers are working hard and they are getting limited benefit. They go to the heaven, enjoy the heaven, but again come back. Whereas your devotees, they chant, dance, and have feast, and after that they go to spiritual world and don't come back and relish unlimited, ever increasing happiness. It is injustice, Krishna. The demigod worshippers are working hard, but their benefit is limited. Whereas your devotees, they are having good time in material world. Even on Ekadashi, they don't really, really do big tapasya like demigod worshippers on Navratri and other thing. And they get permanent, ever increasing happiness. This is injustice. This is wrong, Krishna. No, Arjuna, no, it is not wrong. Ye api anya devata bhakta yajantri shraddhayanvitah te api mam eva kauntaya yajanti abhidi purvakam. They worship the demigods and they go to the demigods' abode. The demigods themselves are uh, temporary. Their abode is temporary. That's why even after worshipping and going to that planet, they have to come back to the material world. Those who worship, those who are the devotees of the other gods who worship them are actually worshipping me, O son of Kunti, but in a wrong way. Avidhi Purvakam. We eat and drink from mouth. That is Vidhi, the proper method. But sometimes when the patient cannot eat and drink from mouth, sometimes the food is put through the nose. That is not the natural process. Working for Krishna is natural, and working for others is not a natural thing. Even if somebody is worshipping the demigods, they are worshipping me indirectly. It is said in the Purans that if someone is a very, 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 very good man, giving lot of donation, he does not know who is God or whether that God exists or doesn't exist. He doesn't know who is God, if there is God. But he's doing good thing. He's giving donation. A man for 10 lifetimes, if he does such benefactory acts, he gets a chance to become a demigod worshipper. Like in Egypt, they worship the wind god or the fire god. And for 10 lifetimes, if they worship the demigod, then they are promoted to become a worshipper of Durga Devi for 10 lifetimes. And for 10 lifetimes, when they worship Durga Devi, they get promoted to become a worshipper of Lord Shiva. And for 3 lifetimes, they worship Lord Shiva, they get promoted to become devotee of Krishna. The demigod worshippers are worshipping me, but very indirectly. They will come to me after many long time. But my devotees, they worship me out of love. Aham he. And my devotees, they know that I am I am source of everything, and to please me is the goal of life. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhukta cha prabhur eva cha na tu mam abhijananti tatvena ta chavanti te. My devotees know that I am the enjoyer and the master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who don't recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. My devotees, they don't fall down. But Krishna, your devotees, they are chanting, dancing, whereas the demigod worshippers are doing a lot of austerities, lot of vratas, lot of tapasyas, Navratri, Monday fasting, Tuesday fasting. But your devotees, even on Ekadashis, they are feasting. The demigod worshippers, they go to the demigod planet and they again come back. But are your worshippers, they go to you and remain and attain unlimited happiness. It seems that you are very partial to your devotees. No, Arjuna, no. Those who worship the demigod, they go to the demigod. About those who worship the forefathers, they go to the forefathers. About those who worship the ghost and the hobgoblin, they go to the planet of ghost. And those who worship, they come to me. It is the principle. Yanti devavrata devan pitriyanti prithivata bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajino apimam. So Arjuna, everybody is worshipping or working, but those who work for me, they get the maximum benefit. That is why Rajavidya, Rajapriyam. Those who are working for demigods, worshipping demigods, they go to the demigod abode, but again they have to take birth. Those who worship ghosts, they go to the planet of the ghost. Again they have to take birth. And those who worship the ancestors, they go to the ancestors' planet. Again they have to come back. Their work is Moga Asha, Moga Karma, Moga Gyan, which is it's useless, waste of time. My devotees, they worship me and they get a permanent residence in permanent spiritual world. This bhakti, this bhakti is king of all activities, and the knowledge of bhakti is called Raja Vidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idamuttamam. This bhakti is very simple, Arjuna. Please do it. It's very simple. Like a child loves father and he says father is coming from house and brings a glass of water. The glass belongs to the father. The water is also bought by father. The house belongs to father, but the child brings a little water, and that that action brings a lot of compassion and love in the heart of the father. Similarly, the leaf belongs to Krishna, the flower belongs to Krishna, the fruit belongs to Krishna, and the water belongs to Krishna. But the action of giving what we got back to Krishna is what is called love. And Krishna is indebted to that kind of action. But my devotees, they don't do anything spectacular. They do simple things. But whatever they do it out of love. It is love that I want. It is love that captures me. It is love that can bind me. I bind everything. Everything is in my control, but I am in the control of my beloved devotees because they have love. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhak. One second. Patram pushpam phalam toyam यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छते तदाम भक्त्या उपहातम अस्नामि प्रयत आत्मनः. It is love, Arjuna, it is love. Bhaktya, bhaktya, bhaktya. Two times Krishna says bhaktya. My devotees, they offer one leaf, one flower, and one fruit. Krishna is not saying patrani, it's not saying pushpani, and it's not falani. It says one. Even a poorest of the poorest person, Srila Prabhupada says, can offer one banana, a tulsi leaf, and a small flower, and little water. And if it is done of love, Krishna accepts it. It is love, and this love can be done by everybody, the richest man and the poorest man. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. The small leaf was offered by Advaita Acharya, and he said, "Oh Krishna, you have to come here. Tulsi, Ganga, Jalam Matrena." And Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The flower was offered by Gajendra, and Krishna came to rescue him. The fruit was offered by Sabri. Krishna accepted it. What Krishna wants is love. Krishna has got everything, and it is love which I look, which I want. Rest everything I give. I want love. What can we give to Krishna? Earth is coming from Krishna. Water is coming from Krishna. Air is coming from Krishna. Cold is coming from Krishna. What can we give with love? Give that cold back to Krishna. Krishna will give us more. This is what my devotees do. Whereas the demigod worshippers, they do Navratri Vrata, they do Monday Vrata, Tuesday Vrata, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday Vratas. My devotees in Ekadashi also have nice feast and they come back to God. Yat karoshi yat asnasi. This process of bhakti is very simple. Whatever you do, yat karoshi yat asnasi, yat juhoshi dadashi, yat tapasyasi tuk, yat tapasyasi konteya tat kurushva mad arpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give away, whatever austerities you do, you perform that You perform that as an offering to me, Arjuna. Whatever we do, the result, let us offer it to Krishna. Whatever we eat, first let us offer it to Krishna. And whatever we eat with this, whatever energy comes, let us work for Krishna. Whatever there are many things we offer. First, we offer it to Krishna. Like whatever clothes we wear, let us offer it to Krishna. Then, so in this way, whatever austerities we are doing, fasting, let us do it to please Krishna. So this is the beginning of bhakti. It's very simple. My devotees, they love me so much. They don't see what is auspiciousness and inauspiciousness. Shubha Shubha Phaler Evam Moksha Yasi Karma Bandhena Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vimukta Mam Upayashyasi. In this way, when we love Krishna and do all the activities for pleasing Krishna, we are freed from the bondage of work. Its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and you come to me. When Srila Prabhupada came from India to America, everybody said it's inauspicious to cross the ocean. It is inauspicious to live in Vrindavan. It is inauspicious to go away from Ganga. It is inauspicious to go outside. Prabhupada did not worry about auspicious and inauspicious because he was in love with Krishna. In this way, when we work for Krishna, we become free from all the bondage of work. Like a soldier, when he fights, he shoots at the enemies, he is awarded with Paramvit Chakra, a medal of glory, bravery is given to him. But the same soldier, when he goes to his village and shoots at somebody because the neighbor, they were troubling his son, he is put against behind the bar. Activity is the same. In the first case, he is doing it because it was out of love for the nation. In the second case, he is doing it for love for his family. Similarly, when we do for Krishna, that activity will bring glories. But when we do for our own self, that activity will bring us under bondage. But Krishna, you only deliver your devotees. And the non-devotees, whatever they do, they are bound. It seems that you are partial to your devotees. No, Arjuna, I am equal to everyone. I give water, I give sunlight, rain to everyone. Samoham sarvabhuteshu, samoham sarvabhuteshu, name dvaisha asti na priya, ye bhajanti tu ma bhaktya, maite teshu chapiham. Krishna says, I envy no one. I am not partial to anyone. Krishna is giving sunlight to everyone. He does not say that the elephant is not worshipping me, so I will not give sunlight to the elephant. No. Krishna does not say that they are not coming for Mangalarti, so I will not give food to them. No, Krishna is giving to the food to everyone. But Krishna is equal to everyone. But for those who render service, Krishna take them, look to them as friend, and he is also friend for him. Like the king is looking after the whole kingdom, but his family members, he gives little special attention. That is natural. Similarly, the devotees of the Lord are like a family members of Krishna. Krishna gives little more attention to them. This is not partiality, Arjuna. I love my devotees so much because my devotees love me so much. My devotees, they have rendered so much service and they love me so much. But by chance, even if they do something which is abominable, I don't. I still consider them as sadhu. I still love them. Piche tu suduracharo bhajante mamananya bhav sadhureva samantavya samyagyavastito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, I love my devotees so much. I love my devotees so much because they have done that so much service for me. Even by mistake they commit some abominable act because of some bad uh, bad anarthas. Unknowingly they perform it. Till they engage in my service, I consider them to be saintly because he is properly situated and I know that he still loves me. Even if he's performing that abominable act, but he's saying that, oh, alas, alas, nobody is more worse than me. I am the most wretched in the society of the devotees, most fallen. At the same time, he's repenting for his wrong action. And this repentation and regret, the fire of his regret and his repentation burns away all the anarthas, and again he becomes a great devotee. Oh Krishna, I accept him as sadhu if he is doing good work, but how can I accept somebody as a sadhu if he is doing abominable action activities? If he's coming for Mangalarti, chanting 16 rounds and is behaving well, but how can I accept such a person who is misbehaving? He cannot be called as devotees. How can I do that? But my devotees, because they are fixed up, saying that, oh, because of my bad upbringing, I am forced to do this wrong activity, but I will not give up Krishna consciousness. And because of his repentation, he cries, alas, alas. And I help him to become a better devotee soon. क्षिप्रम भवति धर्मात्मा साक्षात शांति निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानी मैं भक्त समी प्रणशति. So quickly he becomes riches and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. क्षिप्रम भवति धर्मात्मा साक्षात शांति निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानी Name bhaktas pranashati. My devotees never perish. My devotee never perish. Whereas the demigod worshippers, they perish. Whereas the worshippers of forefathers, they perish. Whereas the worshippers of ghosts, they perish. Name bhaktas pranashati. I love my devotees because my devotees, they love me. O Krishna, how do you accept the service of such a irreligious man whose heart is polluted by lust, anger, and greed? Aren't their offering contaminated by this thing? No, Arjuna, no. Because they are still, they want to serve me. I accept. I love my devotees so much that even if they commit abominable acts, I make them come back. Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. I understand that you are saying that he will become righteous. There is no dispute. But if he remains sinful and does abominable act, do we still consider him sadhu during this lifetime? Arjuna declared to this world, my devotee never ever perishes, because they regret, and again very soon they will they will rectify their mistake, and again they will, with double, triple intensity, worship me and attain love of Godhead. Why do you want me to declare this, Krishna? Why are you telling me to declare this? Oh Arjuna, people will say that, people will hear this Bhagavad Gita only after the Mahabharat, and they will say, Krishna declared that he will not take weapon, but on the 10th day when Bhishma Pitama is really attacking you, I will take a wheel of the chariot and throw at try to throw at Bhishma. And people will say, look, Krishna says something and he does something. But they know that if a devotee of the Lord says something, Krishna will do everything, fulfill that. Wow, this is very interesting. Satyam vidatum nijabritya bhashitam. If Prahlad says God is in pillar, then Krishna will make sure that God is in the pillar. If Prabhupada says chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, and don't leave ISKCON, when you leave the body, a flight from Vaikunt will come. And if flight from Vaikunt does not come, I will come from Golok Vrindavan and take you back to the spiritual world. The gate of Vaikuntha is closed. I will take you beyond Vaikuntha. The gate of Dwarika is closed. I will take you beyond Dwarika. The gate of Mathura is closed. I will take you beyond Mathura. The gate of Golok Vrindavan is closed. I will take you beyond Golok Vrindavan to the back door of Golok Vrindavan. The big gate of back gate of Golok Vrindavan is closed. I will take you to the back door. There is a small door to the big back door. I will open it and take you inside. That key is given to me by Radharani, and I will take you inside. So if Krishna Prabhupada said, chant 16 round, follow 4 regulated principles, and don't leave ISKCON. If we do that, definitely, if the flight from Vaikuntha will come, if it doesn't come, then Prabhupada will come and take us back home, back to Godhead. Because Kaunteya Pratijanhi me Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Because devotee of the Lord, if they say anything, Krishna will definitely fulfill. That is the love which I have got for my devotees. This is the art of loving. Mam hi partavya ashrita ye apishu papayo naya striyo vaisha stata sudra te api yanti param gatim. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, whether they are a Brahman, what to speak of Brahman, even if they are born in lower birth, even they are women like Kunti Maharani, Draupadi, uh, Vidurani, or Sabri, or Vaishya, the merchants, or Shudras, they can attain this supreme destination. The bhakti is independent. It is not anybody's property. It is everybody's property, because I belong to everyone. Everyone belong to me. So what to speak of you, Arjuna? Women, Shudras, they can attain, but you are a great Rajarishi. Kim punar brahmana kim punya bhaktya Rajarishe tata anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. So, Arjuna, what to speak of you? You are a great devotee and a saintly king. So, having come to this miserable temporary world, by engaging a loving service unto me, one can attain the eternal abode of Krishna. What has to be done, Krishna? Just give your mind to me. If you cannot give me your mind, then become my devotee. If you cannot become my devotee, just do worship. If you cannot worship, just do namaskar. But doing namaskar, chamatkar happens. Manmana bhav bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaro mam eva shashi yukta evam atmana mat parayana. Manmana bhav bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaro. Krishna is saying, give me your mind, give me your mind, give me your mind. Krishna is saying, give me your mind. Krishna is asking, not asking our money. Krishna is not asking our body, but Krishna is asking, give me a mind. But we find people of this world, they don't give the mind, they give everything else. And they come to us saying that, Swamiji, Guruji, Prabhuji, we say, Boloji. they say, they say, मैंने दिल उसको दिया, उसने दिल किसी और को दिया. So they say that I gave my heart to somebody and they gave my heart to somebody else. My heart is broken now. Because this heart is very fragile. That's why Krishna is saying, don't give this heart to anybody, this mind to me. This is so fragile. Fragile means very, very, very delicate. Only Krishna can handle this heart. If somebody else take the heart, they will break it. And they will sing, last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it to someone. This year I'm giving my heart to somebody special. That is Krishna. So people give heart to somebody else, then they repent. Krishna has warned us, don't give it to anybody else. Otherwise we'll cry. शीशा हो या दिल हो, आखिर टूट जाता है, रूठ जाता है, फूट जाता है. We give our heart to somebody else and then we sing, दिल ऐसा किसी ने मेरा तोड़ा, बर्बादी की और ऐसा मोड़ा, एक भले मानुस को अमानुस बना के छोड़ा. That's why Krishna is saying, to give the heart to anybody else, till aisa kisi ne mera toda, that is what is going to happen. Because this mind is very delicate. Only Krishna can have. Krishna is saying, give mind to me. And definitely the mind, we have to give our mind to Krishna because Krishna is the most beautiful person. Krishna is the most intelligent person. Krishna is the strongest person. And we want someone who will always love us. And it is only Krishna who can always love us. Rest in this world, even if somebody is loving us, either we will be there or they will be there. Like a mother loves the child, is the purest love in this material world. But still, either the mother will be there or the child will be there. Either the mother will die or the child will die. But soul and super soul, Krishna is there, was there, and will be there for us. So we give our mind to Krishna. If not mind, become devotee. If not devotee, at least pay obeisance to Krishna, worship Krishna, and do namaskar. By doing namaskar, chamatkar happens. By paying obeisance, gradually, we get blessings, and with that blessings, with that blessings, we 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 advance, and with that advancement, we gradually start loving Krishna. So in this way, in this chapter 7, 9, and 15, Sri Bhagwan Vacha, it starts with Sri Bhagwan and there is no Arjuna Vacha. 7th chapter, 9th chapter, and 15th chapter. And in the 7th chapter, the word Mahatma comes. In the 8th chapter, the word Mahatma comes. In the 9th chapter, the word Mahatma comes. And this 9th chapter, especially Krishna says, he really loves us. Even if we do some little mistake, Krishna will give us another opportunity to come back and become a better devotee. Kauntaya pratijanihi me name bhakta nashyati. So Krishna loves us so much. So we should see that it is from our side that we are not loving Krishna. So we should now take this advantage. Somehow or other, we have come to understand that Krishna is our great ever well-wisher. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada has made it happen. So let us take this opportunity seriously from now till death. Let us take this process seriously, become better devotees, bring glories to Prabhupada and Gurudev, make life successful. Hare Krishna. Any questions from anybody? Yes. Yes.